Hello, everyone. It's Becky here at Aunt Beck's Creations, and Mr. Scott's going to join us. That's why the chair's here. Excuse the cat hair. It's not there. See? No cat hair. We went to Goodwill, and I have a bunch of stuff to share. First, let's do the bins bag, which is this one's from the bins. So I'll share this one first. We spent less than $4 at the bins. We spent like $33 at the regular store.
Hey, y'all.
Nobody's here except us crazy old people. We did not get our Old Fart Tuesday because Scott couldn't convince the girl that Tuesdays and Thursdays were basically the same thing and we're still old. But
I'm older now than I was Tuesday.
I know. And look at that. So I spent $4. These have never been opened. They're in my size. I might not ever be able to wear them here in South Carolina, but they are, we used to call these leotards in upstate New York. They're like sweater stockings. So I have 2 pair of those as part of the $4. Hi, Marty. She says, hi, Becky and Scott.
That'd be good for those blustery days.
Yeah. And they're in kind of a sage green and black. And they've never been opened. And they were at the bins. So whatever.
I think that's one of my favorite greens.
What?
That sage green.
That sage green. Got some mainstay black. That light is really making everything bright in the middle. Almost missed this white skein because the bins at our local store are switching to where they're most all clothing, which is kind of sad. But I got this white. And then the last thing I got at the bins was this yarn here. And I thought this one would work for crochet, but it would also work if I wanted to do a needlework project where I wanted to couch some heavy yarn down. This could go in that kind of stash too. So that could go for something besides just crocheting stuff. Hey, Pam. So I got the 3 skeins of yarn, which are these, and the 2 pair of leotards or stockings, whichever you want to call them, for the $4. Then let's do the books that are behind us first, since they're out of the bag. Yes, we got books. Everybody always buys books, right? Here's Tibby. So I got a book. Did I get 2 books or 1 book? I think I just got the 1 book. So I'll let you talk about yours in a minute. But I got the 10, 20, 30 Minutes to Sew by Nancy Zimmerman or Zeman. And so I thought it would be fun to read through this one. I think I actually had this one maybe at some time or another, but who knows? I have
duplicates.
Yeah, he has duplicates. But if we ever get around to building bookshelves like I want, I found a plan in one of his books for a narrow bookshelf. So I could have like a narrow bookshelf for sewing, a narrow bookshelf for needle arts. I could have a narrow bookshelf for my gardening books. And they would be easy for me to maneuver on my own if I ever decided to rearrange a room. I just need to get my pro over here to make them for me or to work with me so I understand how to use his equipment safely. So that was my book. And now Mr. Scott has some books.
Well,
hi, Mina.
This is a sunset book on built-ins. Sunset books aren't as good as some others, but still there's some good quality information in here. And I need to add to my woodworking book library. There's something that I really like about a physical book. It's tactile. It's real. It's right there. I'm sure Kindle's fine, but I mean,
I prefer a real book. I'm old school.
There's some good little things in there. I like that. I like that one.
I like the pantry here. Well, I had it. Go ahead and show your next book.
So the next one is by Taunton Publishing. They publish the Fine Home Building and Fine Woodworking magazines. This is a little better book than the other one. But both of them are good quality. I find the photography in them to be of the projects to be inspirational. This is the Taunton book is less how to and more of
Like a decorating book?
a decorating book, inspirational ideas. And then the last one is a Chilton's auto repair manual
For 1983.
for
Or is it multiple?
multiple 1976 through 1983, the Malaise era. These were just horrible cars, and I couldn't resist just to go down memory lane and look through here and just see how really awful these cars were.
But you know what? You can't buy Chiltons for the new cars. So you can't. They want you to believe you can't fix your own car, which is a hogwash. But anyway,
I still fix my own car.
he still fixes his own cars.
Oh yeah, yeah.
This is cool.
Here's an example. Ford Motor Company.
Windstar.
The 400 cubic inch V8. It made 168 horsepower. It's just hard to believe that big of an engine made that little bit of power. And it wasn't just Ford. I'm not just picking on Ford.
There were other bad ones.
The rest of them were just as bad. They were awful.
Oh, I like this. They got like the sliding barn doors, and it's been painted with chalkboard paint, so you could use the whole thing as a chalkboard to hide your washer and dryer. Wish we had that at our other house.
Oh yeah.
Of course, that wouldn't have worked. We didn't have the space.
Because the fridger.
Yeah. But isn't that a cool idea? That's a cool book. And those books were, for the soft cover was $1. For the hard covers was $2.
Looks like there's a little water damage on that one.
Yeah. All right. And then here's something else you bought.
Oh yeah,
we have a bird feeder.
Bird feeder down.
That it fell, and then one panel of it cracked and broke. So when I put bird seed out, it comes out the bottom. So we took that broken piece out, and Scott's going to try to cut a replacement piece out of one of these.
Now I really think this was overpriced at $2.99.
$3. Yeah, they're only $1 at the dollar store.
Yeah, but as raw material to turn it into something else, I'll take it.
Yeah.
If I'd have known they were only $1 at a dollar store, I would have gone in there.
Yeah.
You should have counseled me on this purchase.
I was in bliss over all the stuff I found.
You were busy with patterns.
Yeah. Somebody must have turned in Grandma's pattern collection, but let's do the non-pattern stuff.
Anybody
first.
out there like vintage patterns?
Vintage patterns. I do. Even though you only get one size. Hi, Mina. Hi, Marty. And Pam is here. And that's it.
I hate tape. There's tape on everything.
Yeah, I know.
I used to love tape when I was a kid. I thought you could fix anything with tape.
This was a clearance yarn from Joann's, because I recognize that as a Joann's clearance tag. They use the red ones. But I paid $1.99. This is, I think, 2 partial skeins here. But I bought this one for multi-leveled texture on a embroidery piece. I've been watching Susan Taylor Brown, and she makes some really beautiful wall hangings and things. So I saw this and I said, I'll put that in the needlework stuff. So that'll go with the orange. And then I found fabric for $1.99 a package again. And I don't have scissors. Yes, I do. I have scissors. I found some more patterns. I have scissors. And again, I will show you guys this fabric. I will serge it. It will get washed. Another reason for me to serge it before I wash it is not only to protect that cut edge, but it also lets me know I've already washed it. so I don't go through my stash and go, have I pre-washed this? This is kind of a suiting, like linen stuff. 1, 2. It's about 3.5 yards, and it's kind of a dusty rose pink. This would make a pretty dress or something. So there's that one. And Greg must have went with Mary somewhere.
Wow.
Oh, I
hope
can't
she's
get-
driving.
I don't know. She's had something to drink too. Mary's pretty responsible. Band-Aid, where'd that come from? This is a gray plaid. Thought this would make a cute jumper dress with either a red shirt or maybe a brown or gray shirt underneath it, plain. I think there's enough here that I could do a jumper. Yeah, there's plenty here. I think it's only like 44 inches wide, but it's 1, 2, about 3.5 yards again. And if you can see, it's got kind of a sparkly thread through it.
Oh, I didn't notice that. That's
Yeah.
neat.
But it was $2, $1.99. I couldn't pass it up. And now we get to do the patterns. And I spent $18 on patterns, but they were 99 cents a piece.
99 cents.
So I got 18 patterns. You want to see? Totally unrelated question. Becky, is your hair as soft as it looks? Is it?
It is. She's like an Angora rabbit.
I'm like, you've been pulling my hair out? I use one of those little pouch conditioners that you can get like at CVS. They cost like $2, the little ones, and there's like 2 or 3 uses in each of them. I used one of those yesterday, and it made it really soft.
What light glares off my head?
Yeah, look at how it's doing off my hair right here. Look at that. So this is New Look 6830, and it has, you can make a tunic, or 1, 2, 3, 4 versions of dress, or 3 versions of dress. So that was 99 cents. I'll have to work at getting these stickers off so I can see things, but I'm not going to do that with y'all.
Where's the trash can?
Can you get it
Thank
off?
you.
And then
What's
here's
the next one?
little girl patterns, and I hope all the pieces are here.
They had the cutest little costume patterns
I bought them.
for boys and girls.
I
You
got those. This is Butterick 6556 in the large to extra large, which is the 22 to 29 pound.
It's not a Butterwick.
Shh. It's Butterick. But it comes with the pantaloon, so you can make matching pantaloons, because this little dress is, when a baby stands up or whatever, it would show panties, and people sometimes get hung up on that. So you can make panty covers. And isn't it cute? I'm going to see if this would work for Project Dress a Girl. If I just put a tie at the back instead of the buttons, I'm pretty sure it takes buttons. Where's the notions list? Well, the notions are listed on the instruction sheet. When they did that to patterns, I thought that was the stupidest thing. This is Butterick from the year 2000. If you have to take the time to pull this out, you're probably going to miss your notions. I'm just curious as to what the back is.
The notions.
Notions, buttons, thread.
Well, I'd like to know where you got the notions.
You're so funny. I don't know. I don't see anything about notions on that. I'll look it up.
It was the biggest bag of blue buttons I've ever seen in my life.
It was bigger than the black and white ones that I bought. It was like a gallon size bag, Ziploc bag of blue, navy blue buttons, lifetime supply, and then some.
We're full on buttons.
We full. Now this one goes back because it only carries size 6 in here, but it's Butterick 3235. Look. So I can only make size 6. It cost 50 cents, and it said it belonged to Claudette. Now that's an old school name.
What's that name?
Claudette. Oh, and do y'all remember the show Blossom? Look at the hats. This is Butterick 3874. It's all the different hats.
Oh, it's kind of neat. It's got a little seam allowance on the side.
Is that
5/8 seam.
5/8? That's different. They usually just tell you that in the stuff down here.
This doesn't have a UPC code on
No.
it. So it's pretty old. Well, I thought they'd put copyright on these.
They do on the newer ones, but on those really old ones, I would say that one's like late 60s, early 70s from the style.
Aren't those cute? And it's not Hoochie Mama outfits.
Oh, and it even tells you if you want to make the blouse, you need to find pattern 3234. That only includes the jumper. It doesn't include that little blouse.
I think that's darling.
Yeah. Sorry, we're getting sidetracked. Simplicity 35.95. It's little costumes. You got Dracula and Batman and a bunny rabbit and a witch and another Dracula. Oh, I bet this is not Dracula. I bet this is Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah,
But
somebody cut that out and used it. They say
hopefully all the pieces are there. All right, this one's a Berta. It's just a basic skirt, $88.79. And again, I only paid 99 cents for this. Hi, Angie. This one's never been cut. Fine. Probably the only one I would make is the shorter version. I don't care for really long dresses, but that was cute. And then this is for a size 7, 8, 10, and I thought this could work for Project Dress a Girl because I believe it's simple pullover. It includes the pants.
Is there an upper limit on the age for the girls?
Size 14. And then you have to move into ladies' sizes. You used to get size 16 chubby.
But for the project itself, do they have an upper age limit for the girls?
Not really. They want it for the big girls too. So like teenagers.
That's nice.
So yeah, that's a cute one. McCall's 2821. Don't know if I said the name. I almost missed this one, and then it fell from my hand, and I was like, oh, I can't leave that one. It originally cost 40 cents. It's a Simplicity, $49.15, and it's the original doggy, kitty, cat, pony, and bunny. So this one's got to be, there's a copyright right there, but it doesn't give you the date. Oh, wait a minute. It says you can make a dog, cat, rabbit, and horse. Yeah, there's a horse. I said pony, didn't I? It's a horse. It's a horse, of course. But these are so cute.
Because a pony would be mean.
You think that's why they called it a horse?
Yeah, because ponies are mean.
They're only mean if you make them mean. Here's another kids' Halloween costume.
Well, what's these ponies?
Simplicity 2304. I made Greg a pumpkin like this one year. He was a pumpkin when he was 4 or 3. 3. I made a pumpkin.
I love the little bunny rabbit.
This is the bunny rabbit, and you can.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
I think he used corduroy for his tummy.
That reminds me of my childhood.
Yeah. So there's that one.
Mother doted upon me.
Did she? Okay, here's another old one. This is, they include sizes 2 to 6X. It's been cut, so, and the side is open. So I'm really hoping all the pieces are there. I'll double check that before and tape this envelope up. Oh no, it does not include all of the sizes. It's a size 6. It comes in a 2 to 6X, but this one's for size 6 only. Look, isn't it cute? But a lot of people like the retro styles. I can't tell you the number. It's gone. Let me look, see if it's butter at $34.15. There we go.
You don't have to make them look like little adults. I mean, you can just make some nice, cute little things for cute little girls.
All right, we're getting there. This one's cute. Although I think this is just tops. Nope, they call them dresses. But I can guarantee if I sent any of these dresses to Madi, she would have asked for panties because they're short little dresses. And that's Simplicity 2235. It calls for a 7-inch zipper. So if I did an opening at the back and put a tie on it, I could substitute that. You just want to give it enough space that they can get it over their heads and then tie it. But I really think that one would work good for Project Dress a Girl. I'll have to scan and put all of these in my Trello now. This is a size 11-12 for a young junior teen. Cost 75 cents. So this is a 60s pattern. But this would work too. It's got a zipper in the back though. I don't know. I'll double check and see if all the pieces are there. I just thought the retro patterns are cool. And of course I had to get this one. This is McCall's 3207. Look at these cats. And there's lions and ducks.
What would Howard do if you made that?
I don't know. I might have to make one just to have it around to get beat up on a regular basis. But they have blue jeans as their body with a pocket. So you could use these as tooth fairy pillows. Want to look at that?
So, if you made these, which one do you think would get beat up the most? I'm thinking
the ducks.
Being these guys.
Yeah. I think it's cool that you recycle jeans.
Oh, yeah.
For their
I love the pocket. So neat.
This one's McCall's 5388, and I just thought it was a cute top that I would wear. And it has been cut. So let's hope it's been cut in a size near mine. If it hasn't, I'll make it up as I go along. Next, got 4 left. New Look 6866. Another just easy to sew sundress. So there's that. I like them about this length. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Lisa. Lisa says, hi, Scott. Oh, this is another one I think I could use for Project Dress a Girl because I don't think it calls for, it's calling for a button, but I bet I could use ties. I don't see why Dress B. Oh, they've made one has a button shoulder, but the rest of them are all sewn. Butterick 3331. And this one is from 1994. But they're cute. And you could make the bloomers to match.
You know, to me, 94 doesn't seem that long ago. I think that's 30 years ago.
Yeah, I know. And this one's McCall's 4468. And I don't know what, I like the ones that include multi-pieces. So you can make a whole wardrobe from one pattern. I do like that. So you could make this here as a shirt or a long jacket. Yes, it's Marty's birthday. And the last one I have, just for giggles, is Simplicity 3618. Woo-woo! Pirate costume, or a nurse, or what is she supposed to be here? Barmaid, maybe?
A barfly?
Put some wings on her and become a barfly. French maid, country, hip hop roller derby girl. That's Little Red Riding Hood.
Never mind.
Now you're gonna laugh all night.
Well, on the way home from work, there's a sign on a telephone pole that says "Kill barn flies," and when I first saw it, I thought it said "Kill bar flies." I was thinking,
Why you want to kill them?
why you want to kill bar flies? I mean, they serve an important function in society.
I will have to put these somewhere.
No, the next day I slowed down so I could get a better look at it. I'm gonna look at that kill bar flies.
And Pam says, yes, a French mop. Oh, I missed one. I'm trying to put all these things back. So anyway, am I going to be a barfly for Halloween? Probably not.
Hey, sailor.
Hey, sailor, what do you want?
New in town.
We've had a couple drinks. It's been one
Being
of
a
those weeks.
former sailor myself, I have encountered a barfly or two.
A few.
A few.
Greg ran into that one and he's like, I do not know you that way.
He was still pretty young.
Yeah. He's gone off with his friend, I think.
I think he was in early 20s.
Yeah, something like that.
Like
It was
about
2008.
22 or 23.
Is he older than that? He was born 86, 96, 2006. It'd be 20, about 22.
Yeah. That was that little place down on Frink Street.
No, it was out in it was when he was out in Shepherd's Air Force Base.
Yeah.
He was out in Texas. And the group of them had gone to a bar and she got a little too up close and personal. And
A little touchy.
yeah, a little touchy. And he was like, well, I don't know you that way. Don't be grabbing on me. Yep. Pam's son is a sailor too. Yeah, he was a sailor. Greg was a sailor.
My cousin was a sailor. My uncle was a sailor.
Marty says her dad was a sailor.
Daddy was in the Air Corps.
Yeah. Hey, Ann, you'll have to watch from the beginning because we've already gone through everything.
And it's cocktail hour.
It's
here-
cocktail
here in
hour.
Casey.
I'm having whiskey sours and Scott's having Corona Familiar.
I think this is like a dark brew. I'll have to pour some in a glass and see.
Yeah, you can't really tell inside the brown.
No, you can't tell with the brown bottle. I think this is to be a competitor to Negro Modelo.
Gail said her hubby was in the Navy too. Scott was in the Navy, what, 1977 to 82? 83? Yeah, because we met the end of the year 83. We met at between Thanksgiving and Christmas 1983.
When I stumbled into your life.
Ann's having gin and tonic. I didn't have any no, I might have some tonic water in the fridge.
Good choice, Ann.
But I'm having whiskey sours because we had whiskey sour mix and whiskey. Because Scott picked up Jim Beam. It was on Costco special. So he got a big bottle. I don't usually drink brown liquors. I usually will drink only gin or vodka. So I don't usually drink a brown.
This is not it's a dark
like a
beer.
pale.
It's a pale beer, but it's quite robust. I'm quite impressed.
I think it's funny you're drinking it now in a Beavis and Butthead glass. And she's having a Sprite mix without the liquor.
Well, Ann, what is your favorite gin? I like Tanqueray.
Gail said her husband Tom was in 1973, then for 6 years. So you guys overlapped a little bit.
Yeah.
Scott was on
6 years.
6 years, and he served on the USS Edward MacDonald.
Yeah, a Garcia class frigate.
Hi, Andrea Johnson. She's having white wine.
The Hayes Gray Motel.
The Hayes Gray Motel. And Marty says, I'm drinking not Long Island iced tea. It's a good thing it's not, because regular Long Island iced teas put me out. When I'm really, really drunk, I just get sleepy. So it's not good. 2 drinks is my max.
So this Jim Beam is their Jim Beam Black. I think it's 8 years in the barrel. And it's a little oaky. It's a little, you can taste the tannins in it. So it's probably a pretty good mixer drink. It's wasn't what I expected.
Tom was on the Rainwright?
Oh, the Wainwright. When I was in Charleston, Charleston, we used to do calibration on the Wainwright's instruments.
So he used to do the calibrations, right?
Yeah, electronic scale.
And Lisa had to go. Bye, Lisa.
I've always loved electronics. I still do it today.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Got a new project at work. Just happy as a clam.
Nobody else. He is on a contract, and he's been without work pretty much all of April.
Yeah,
it's been
about 3 weeks I was out of work.
Yeah, it's been a little on the tight side for us. But the regulars that are regular employees, they did not want to work on this piece of equipment. It's a big piece, right?
Yeah, it's a big test system.
So his boss said, fine, I'll call Scott in and he can work on it, and one of y'all can go home until work comes in.
Yeah, they're still, they're like, well, I see you got stuck with that. Stuck? I'm over here working on this. Everybody's leaving me alone. I'm just happy as a clam.
Yep.
Doing my thing.
Today was a computer day, though, that you got stuck doing the computer end of it.
I had to do some paperwork and get some quotes on stuff. I spent the full day on the computer. And my bench is really set up for repair work, not for sitting at a computer. I'm a little sore in the shoulders and in the neck.
Yeah. Yeah. I want you to read this. Ann said, Long Island iced tea is a knock you on your ass drink.
It is deceptive.
And then Kathy said, Long Island iced tea is pure liquor with a shot of Coke.
So, did Ann answer what's her favorite?
Oh,
Uh,
let me see
what's her
if Ann
favorite gin? I like that Tangeray gin, and that hat trick gin.
Hendrix.
Pender.
Hendrix.
I'll have to look into that. I like that
H-E-N.
hat trick gin too.
We like hat trick. Greg brought it in one time, and he and I sat one
We
night and
polished it off.
we drank his bottle, and he was like, "So, I see y'all like my hat trick gin," and we're like, "We'll get you another bottle." We don't drink all the time, you guys. It's just a rarity.
He sometimes buys that.
Real expensive stuff.
What is it? Bushmills, Black Bush whiskey. That's nice whiskey. I really like that. It's pretty pricey. I'm sort of a bottom shelf guy.
Yeah, our budget's never been high end. I remember. Do you remember when we first bought our first house?
Yeah.
And we went to
Oh, I thought we were so grown up.
Swains.
Yeah, Swains.
Swains, and it's closed a long time ago.
It
And
used
it's
to be a real swanky steakhouse.
real swanky steakhouse. They had a piano bar.
Yeah, they had a piano bar.
We thought we were so something. I was like 21 and he was 26, and we thought, "Ooh, this is big money," and it's like
we got
steak.
I think you got it wasn't Steamboat Round. It was
Good.
I forget what it was. It was expensive.
Yeah. Well, you told me you'll order whatever, because this will be the last time we get to go out to eat for a while.
So that was the first time I'd ever spent more than $50 on a dinner for two, and I thought that was outlandish.
Oh.
Now you spend more than that at Applebee's.
Yeah. Knock it off.
Who's out there?
It's one of them's digging on that door back there. Oh, Marty said her dad was on the USS Chilton in World War II.
Chilton. Don't know that one. My uncle was on the Vaseline and the Geos. They were two different repair ships.
He repaired the ships that were hit at Pearl Harbor, right?
Well, he repaired those that were hit over in the South Pacific.
South Pacific.
Like he repaired the Laffey. They patched it up to get it back to Pearl to get repaired.
Kathy said her brother was on the Enterprise, and weren't you going to be shoved over to the Enterprise?
They were going to send me to the Nimitz.
The Nimitz, if he had re-enlisted at when his 6 years were up.
Because I had a calibration, NEC, and new calibration, they were going to put me on a tender or on an aircraft carrier. And I liked small ships, so I got out.
So he got out and met me. And the rest is history.
Yeah, so I had no intentions of staying here. I was going to go.
He was going north to find him a Yankee girl.
North, find me a Yankee girl, because I figured out I kind of had this thing about Northern girls, So I stumbled into her life, and she's from up north, and I got exactly what I wanted. Never did move back up north, but been married a long time.
Yeah, we're coming up on 38 years married, 39 together.
It doesn't seem like that long.
I know. We just got married, right?
We're still we're that young couple.
Yep. Andrea said that she would love to visit the Southeast someday. Loving your drive around videos for sure.
Well, like anywhere else,
there's good, bad, and the ugly.
There's good, bad, and ugly.
And we keep trying to tell our son that, because he thinks, "Oh, I hate it here," and I'm like, "Just move somewhere. Pick a place, move there, and you'll find out it's just the same everywhere you go." You're not going to find a place where everybody around you is going to agree with exactly what you believe in. Mm-hmm. You're not. You just have to try to find things you can find a common ground with.
And focus on what makes you happy.
Yeah. Yeah. Ann's dad was a Navy aviator.
Oh.
Ann's saying Hendrix is a botanical gin with a very different taste.
Oh, but it's some hat tricks of botanical.
Oh, I love that hat trick.
Yeah.
Pam says she's glad you got some work. What they have is all of these rail companies have sent in orders that they want repairs done, but they have yet to send the equipment in. And Scott said he felt like once the cold weather season ended, you guys would start getting the actual orders in.
A lot of that rail business revolves around the transportation of coal. Not as much as it used to, but it's still a pretty big business. And in the wintertime, they're hauling coal, they're hauling products for consumers, and then in the summertime, it's kind of their slack time on the railway, so that's when they send their stuff in.
Bye, Gail. Kathy says no, but some places I could never live. We can agree with that too. That's why we've been doing a lot of research on different areas that we might like to retire. And we had this kind of plan, but things have really gone way crazy in that state. So I don't know if I want to retire in the state we were looking at. But
when we moved to Greenville, when I had lived there as a child, I still remember my way around a few places. But it was kind of like a little adventure. Yeah. And there's really nice places. There was recreation that we enjoyed. We found some really nice places to eat, just places we enjoyed to go to. But you didn't have to drive very far to find grinding poverty either. And I think that's not isolated to just that area. I mean, I don't have to drive far from here to find grinding poverty. Usually within eyesight of people that are rather well off. So, I mean, you can also not drive too far and find trouble if you look for it. But I think the good things here or the good things in Greenville, they outweigh the bad enough that you make it work for where you are and what your situation is.
But I think we've also agreed that we really would like to get out of South Carolina for retirement.
Yeah, I think I definitely don't want to get out of Columbia. Yeah, oh, God, it's so hot
here. It's hot here in Columbia.
It's not just the heat; it's the humidity.
And the pollution is really bad here.
Yeah,
it's gotten really bad. The haze over Columbia is really nasty now.
I have way more allergy issues here than I did in Greenville.
Yeah, well, we had the mountain breezes up there. And I miss being 15 minutes from the mountains. I really like that in 15 minutes we were in the Blue Ridge. It was nice.
In 40, we were in Asheville.
Yep. Asheville's a nice place. It's expensive though.
I mean, we were close enough. If we wanted to go on a date and go get a nice dinner up in the mountains, we'd drive up to Asheville.
Yeah, our go-to anniversary place closed on us, Iannucci's.
God, I love that place.
Oh, it was so good. I miss it so much. We might go to Trevinia's for our anniversary. It might have to be put off for a month this time, but we'll see. We've been goofing off going thrifting. I think we have more fun doing that than most anything.
Oh yeah. Well, a lot of times when we go out of town and go on our drives,
we go thrifting.
If we see a thrift store, we'll stop and go thrifting.
Yeah. See, this used to be where we live now. There used to, behind us over here in the property back over this way was woods.
Large wooded area.
I mean, we'd have deer and everything walking up the streets. That has been completely bulldozed. We have a new development back there. The new school is back there. They're building a rehabilitation hospital that holds 38 beds just over here.
It was probably about 1,200 acres from here to the river.
It was quiet.
And then there was nothing. on the other side all the way.
It
There was
was
no highway or anything.
no, and now we
It
have
was really super quiet back in here.
now 26 to 77 connection is like right up the road.
Yeah.
So we hear the highway, we hear the trains, we hear the planes. The only time it was ever super quiet was 9/11
Yeah.
when they pulled all the planes out of the sky.
It was really odd not to
It
hear
was
the planes.
so, and to not have them shake the house
Yeah.
when they come over real low, or the military's flying the jets, our windows will go. Brrr.
So there are two granite quarries not far from here, probably 3 or 4 miles from here. And when they blast, it'll shake the house a little bit. It'll,
Yeah.
And we're also have experienced some mild earthquakes here.
And our
So
earthquakes they're not shake the house earthquakes.
It's like, boom.
They're rumbles.
Yeah.
And it just rumbles and the house will just shake a little bit. It's not like things are falling off the wall. It's not like a California earthquake or an Alaska
So
earthquake.
sometimes we're like, that's odd. Would they be blasting at the quarry at 10 o'clock at night?
Let's see. I think you'd love it here by me, Becky. Lots of outdoor recreation close to the coast and mountains. Many great hiking and fishing spots.
Where's that?
She is in Oregon.
Oregon? I think I could do Oregon.
We'd have to sell everything.
Yeah.
And just drive out there and start all over.
We could thrift it.
We could thrift our house. That would be cool. They have some nice thrift shops out there from the girls that live out there that thrift.
I'd like to move to a little more temperate climate.
Well, and that's why we were looking at Tennessee, but yeah. Ann says you want to find a state without income taxes. So that's, which states are they? They're Florida, Tennessee,
Alaska.
Alaska's way too cold.
It's expensive in Alaska.
There's some more states, though. Don't remember what they are. There's another state.
It's Texas.
Oh, no. I don't know. You have your phone. Ask it. Oh, come on. Do something for yourself. Oh, bye, Marty. Hope you've had a good birthday. Let's see.
It was the top search. Alaska, Florida, Nevada, South Dakota, Texas, Washington, Wyoming.
I don't think.
Washington. Could we move to Washington State?
We could.
Be out there with 63 and Palo.
Yeah. Washington, Wyoming, Texas, South Dakota, Nevada.
Wyoming, big sky country.
Yeah, lots of big rattlesnake country. Big cats, grizzly bears.
South Dakota, that's a little cooler climate than here.
Yeah, a little cooler in South Dakota. I don't know. I'm pretty funny after a couple drinks.
I always wonder, is North Dakota any colder than South Dakota?
You could compare the two. Tell the Google monster to compare weather.
I'm not that.
You're not that interested?
Not that interested. Nevada. That's the desert, isn't it?
Is part of Nevada not desert, or is it all desert?
I think there's some mountainous regions that are like high desert.
Oh, what, Howard? Come here.
Oh, Howard, poor buddy.
Come here. We're talking to somebody and he can't see them. Come here. Come here. Oh, he doesn't want me. He wants Dad.
Come here, big old boy.
Just pick me up, Daddy. God. He's just a little baby.
Oh, Howard. Well,
You might want to move your drink if you don't want hair in it. Where are you going, Howard? Daddy's going to cut that. I'm wondering if that is something that's going to cause him problems. Look at him sniffing. You want to come over here? Come on. All right, you're on the video. Tell them what you want to tell them.
tell them what it's about. They're saying, "Hey, Howard."
You could see us in Nashville. I didn't mind Nashville. The traffic was a little heavy. I went out there for training for Cracker Barrel management, and we drive into Nashville. We actually did some of our in-store training at the Cracker Barrel in Nashville, and we were warned to be prepared to meet country stars because this is the one they always stop in. And I'm like, yeah, right. We didn't meet anybody. All we did was we heard the country singer singing on the radio, but they had signed pictures of all kind of older country stars like Conway Twitty and that kind of thing.
Howard, look over there. Look that way here. Now, do y'all think we favor?
Crack it. Anna's in Florida.
I was doing some research on Chattanooga.
Chattanooga. I think Arlene lives near Chattanooga.
University of Tennessee is in Chattanooga.
Howard the business cat. Yes.
Yes, Howard, I think we do favor.
Hi, buddy. They
Oh,
don't
you have hair? Okay.
Oh, I'll move this. He says your shit's in my way, Becky.
We favor, except Howard has hair.
Come on, Howard. You can't see.
I'm having a terrible time with allergies.
Yeah. You loved it, Leah?
I think some of it's pollution.
Yeah, could be.
Where's Leah
at? She's out near. She loved Nashville.
Yeah.
Angie's 2 hours from Chattanooga. Are you north of Chattanooga or west of it? Oh, you live there. Oh, cool. Kathy says when she thinks of Chattanooga, she thinks choo-choo.
Yeah.
Chattanooga.
Chattanooga, choo-choo.
Won't you choo-choo me home? Uh-huh. So I think that's about all we have. What do you think? You want to talk about anything else while we're here? Anybody got any questions while we're here? Oh, Leah says she lived in Chattanooga on Lookout Mountain. Now she lives in Texas. Angie is east of Chattanooga. So you're closer to the Georgia, North Carolina, kind of where they connect.
Ooh, man cave.
1970s.
Look at that chair. I love that.
You do.
Ooh, that's 80s.
Yeah, how would you get to the bookshelves? Climb on the desk? How would you get to that cabinet?
Send your child.
Oh, you throw your child up there and say, get that off the top shelf.
No, not that book. The one next to it.
Those are so 80s cabinets where they're really up high.
See, I would never like anything like that.
No, too much wood all in one place.
Seems sort of stodgy. Like
Angie
old men would be smoking cigars and having a brandy.
Yeah. You're so funny. Angie's north of Chattanooga. We had looked at like Elizabethton, and what was that other home something?
Mountain City.
Mountain City.
That's way up there.
What we need to do is take a trip out there.
We'll take y'all along.
And drive around and look at the area. And Angie's about an hour from Arlene, and Arlene's up above Chattanooga
We'll be
too.
visiting, and people say, "Y'all talk funny."
Oh, Ann says, "How is Greg's car?" He is currently waiting for some of. He's got what are they? The seats called in his car? They're not bucket seats.
Bench seats.
It's a bench seat, and he can only find 2 of the bolts, and it's supposed to have 4. So for safety purposes, you want the seat to stay and put. So
2, 4.
relative. So what happened is you can't buy just 2 bolts. He had to buy a set of bolts. So he's been waiting for those to come in, which they might have come in with the brake pads. I think that's what's in that heavy box.
Yeah.
Might have to get on him tomorrow to work on his car while the weather's
Wonder where he
tough.
bought it from.
I don't know.
He probably bought it from some specialty shop.
I told him, I said, use Rock Auto.
I buy just about everything from Rock Auto. Cheap.
Angie's in Rockwood, Tennessee. We ought to write that down
Rockwood.
so we can research it. I have a pen here.
I always have a pen.
Here. If you write it on this pad, I won't lose it. Write it by those.
By those squigglies?
Yeah. Rockwood. A fun road trip. Andrea wants to go. I don't know when we'll get to do it because we got to wait until we make sure we pay all our bills this month. I could go into the whole fiasco of the mortgage company with you guys, but I'm trying not to.
I got it.
I'm not going to tell them what you wrote, you bad boy. So, Kathy, did you see that huge lightning storm last night? Andrea wants to know. Lookout Mountain, I think we have a picture of his uncle sitting on that rock.
Yeah, I have a picture of Uncle Rufus when he was about 14, sitting on the big rock on Lookout Mountain.
He was part
when
of
he was in the Civilian Conservation Corps
CCC.
in the 30s. In his CCC uniform.
Now they got that big rock fenced off so that people can't climb on it because people do stupid things.
Well, we're never going to the moon again.
The lady that did the math died.
The lady that did the math died.
So Greg's car is on hold until he gets parts in.
It runs all right.
It runs. It's just we don't dare move it because it has 0 brakes.
Thanks to Dad.
Thanks to Dad. Greg gets himself in too much of a hurry. And
he does too many things at once.
Instead of taking it step by step by step, like rebuilding the carburetor, he had something messed up in there.
He had the wiring messed up, firing order messed up.
So, since Dad knows a little bit.
Only change one thing at a time.
Wow. But that was scary.
Howard, you looking so regal back there? Howard doesn't want to get on.
Kathy wants to know how the bathroom's coming along. It's painted.
It's lovely.
And he's got a light fixture in there and the medicine cabinet's in there.
Yeah.
So next is the trim around the window.
Yeah, or the floor. I can do the floor now.
You could do the floor now?
Yeah. I might do the floor.
If you did the floor, well, we still have to do the wall tile.
Yeah.
I was thinking if you'd done the floor, we could get somebody from Jim's Plumbing back out here to reset the toilet. But you need to do the wall first.
Yeah.
Because we're putting the tile's going to go around the tub and then around the wall about how many inches up? 40.
About 38.
38. So maybe we could do the floor this weekend.
Yeah. So The color might look a little shocking at first, but
Vivid violet.
there's an awful lot of white going to be in this bathroom. We kind of need something to balance that white.
And we bought some tile we're going to use like an accent strip about 3/4 of the way up. And it has the teal that's in the floor tile. It's got the purple. It's got blue. It's got aquamarine. So the strip will be all these different colors.
Ties it in.
That'll tie it all together. And I need to sit down and look at that tile and see where we need to cut it apart because it's a big square and we need to cut it into strips.
It's so funny, the style changes about every 10 years.
Yeah.
So by the time we sell this house, somebody will come there and go, oh my God, this is awful.
Well, they'll just have to rip it out and start over themselves.
Like we did when we moved in here and we bought it. Oh God, this is terrible.
Well, the whole house smelled like medication because that old man was on so many drugs.
Yeah, and those boys sure did tear a lot of stuff up.
So that's the bathroom. I've started a new garden in the backyard. I haven't shared that with you guys. Right now I have 1 potato growing and we got 2 clumps of garlic that we started, October, November. You've got some scapes out there. We could go snag one of those on Saturday morning and put it
so good in the omelet.
When your garlic comes up like it's going to bloom, that's called a scape when it's small. If you cut that off and you chop it up fine and throw it in scrambled eggs, oh my God, it's so good.
It's sort of like a spring onion, but stronger. It's good in an omelet. Oh.
And you need the view from the toilet of the decorations, I guess.
That's right. Well, I will brag on myself a little bit. I put the laser level in there, check to see how my work was before I start laying tile.
I think we shared that.
And the floor is pretty darn flat and pretty level. It does taper up in one corner, but the adjoining floor in the hallway tapers up in the same direction. So it'll actually work rather nicely.
Janice Glein says that's when you put a magazine rack in that corner.
That's right.
Of course, that's where the toilet's going to go.
Well, the worst deviations in that corner, it's about 3/8 of an inch, and the rest of the floor only varies by about a 1/16. So I'm pretty happy with it.
Hey.
Howard, that's not yours. Leave it alone.
Kathy sent that to me, not you. Leave that alone.
You little pest.
He's like, I don't know what you mean. I'm sweet.
He's fixing to go getting something else.
I know. I dropped that envelope I made. All right, guys. I think we better go because we have to be up at 5 a.m.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Where is the evening gone?
I don't know. We went to dinner at a place we say we'll never go eat, but we went to eat there anyway. It was not bad.
Well, the meth head didn't serve us this time.
Yeah, I made sure we didn't sit in her section. Sometimes she's so high you can't get your order straight. Nothing.
You ain't kidding. Moving on.
Yeah, what Scott has is a laser. He has a laser level. I think we did a short using the laser level. All right, I'm going to go and Scott's going to go. So I guess we're going to say bye.
Bye.
And I'll see you all later. Thanks for being here and listening to our intoxicated selves. And I'll talk to you guys at another time. Bye.